take your cell phone with you. If you see people cast netting, if you see a gillnet destroyed the crappie fishing about 2.5, 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago, destroyed Whitewater Creek. They brought in, just nobody was catching anything because there was a gillnet down there. And I've found 3 gillnets in the years that I've been fishing, because when you come up across a gillnet, my depth finder gets this weird little chatter in it, and it looks really weird on the depth finder. And I came to the conclusion that now when I see that, it's a gillnet. I've found 2 that way now. I found one just trolling. I had my rod out and I was going back to the truck, and I always troll a Rapala behind me when I'm paddling around, because I'll pick up a fish, who knows what, but I always pick up something trolling. And I snagged into I had to go back because I snagged something, went back, and there was a gillnet. And it had probably 600 crappie in it. Half of them were alive, half of them were dead. And it took me and the game warden. I called the game warden down there. I didn't touch it until he got down there, and he decided to pull it out. So we pulled it out, and we were there for probably 3.5 hours just pulling crappie out of it, the live ones, trying to get them back in the water. And it's just people down there, they're getting gillnets online for cheap. You can buy one for like $100. And Muddy Creek, if you guys know Muddy Creek, it's off of Ray Hubbard. This year I pulled 7 gillnets out of there. People come down there with a gillnet and string it right across the creek. I had, on one of those gillnets, I pulled out, I think, like 10 to 15 hybrids to 15 pounds, gigantics, huge hybrids, and massive amounts of sand bass and a couple blue cats, 20 pounders. We're talking about a 10-foot wide creek, and they go up there to spawn. And I mean, just humongous fish in there. And you know, when you find stuff like that, if you see a fire, if you get up in the morning and you go fishing, you're gonna see so much trash after this. I mean, you're gonna get to these creeks, and you're gonna get to your bank spot that you were fishing at previous, and you're gonna see all this trash all over the ground, all over the place. People go out there in the middle of the night, get a fire, start cast netting, throw a gill net out, let it sit, and before the guys get there in the morning, they pull it back in. But a lot of them will get in boats and take them downstream, and they'll set up a gill net for a couple days, come back to it, and pull it in. And that's why you need all the game warden's numbers, so then you can call them and tell them you got Operation Game Thief. You can make money off of it if an arrest is made. I always tell them, keep the money, you know, get another game warden.